How are you?
Good, tired, but all
Tired?
good.
Crazy? Busy?
Crazy busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll still live. Still live, still breathing, still working
That's good.
every day.
Hey everyone. Welcome to the podcast again. Alvin.
Brett. Today we're gonna be talking about cancellation stuff.
I think lately I'm getting a lot of brides and planners
Mm-hmm.
that are getting in touch that saying that photographers and videographers are canceling on them.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a good topic to chat about.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think what we've been seeing on the Facebook group is like, oh, my photographers and videographers canceling on us. And then, of course, they actually didn't expose the name of the company, and we understand that. And
Even though you know who it is.
yeah, we know. But I think it's a good idea for us to actually jump in and spill whatever in our hearts about this topic. There's a lot of Eastern company, such as Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Queensland, whatever.
Mhm.
They're actually taking jobs over in here, which is fine.
Mhm.
But they are actually using local photographers to actually do the work for them.
Yep.
These companies, they don't tell the client that they're going to be using local vendors to do their jobs. And I think it's a bit sneaky and it's not right. I think those companies should tell the client straight away, hey, we're using local photographers in your area to shoot your wedding.
Yep.
I think that's fair.
Yep.
If they don't agree with them, so don't book them. Easy. These companies, they don't actually tell them. And I think
So you reckon they have to be more straightforward?
yeah, I think
Just
so.
tell them, yeah.
Tell them straight
Yeah.
away.
Because I think it's misleading to clients because
Absolutely.
they do advertise as pet base,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, they're not Perth based. I used to do work for this company in Indonesia, and they have head office in Indonesia and in the Philippines. They use local photographers to shoot their events, family photography, sometimes weddings, sometimes events, stuff like that. But on their website, they actually say they're using local photographers, fair and square, which I think it's fine. And I think that's one of the reasons why they got so big, because they actually it's very convenient. Like for example, if I go to Japan or New Zealand or America and I want to do family photo shoot over there, if I contact this company and they will organize photographer for me to do family photos, whatever, it's easy and very convenient. But actually, they tell us fair and square in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think they get the subcontractors?
I think they must have done some homework.
Do you think they have like, say, sort of a pool of the same people, or they just, I don't know, book the client and then they try to find someone?
They should have at least 2 or 3 local photographers,
Like
or
permanent.
videographers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they just contact them
Yeah.
whenever they have inquiries. Do you think it's fair for them to do this kind of business?
Well, like you said, I think it's fair if they do come across to the client saying, our office is not in Perth, but we do have photographers that we employ to shoot your wedding.
Yeah.
And we know them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because half of the time, I don't think they even get to know the photographers that will shoot the client's wedding. It's just a photographer.
Yeah.
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 It's like saying I can give someone a camera and they can shoot your wedding.
Yeah, that's right. I think 3 days ago, I was scrolling my Facebook and then I saw this company popping up, which I'm not going to be naming the company. This is a different one. It's a different one.
I know.
And then
There's quite a few of them.
and I was like, who's this guy? And then I click. It said Perth-based vendors, and then I saw there's someone actually asking where are you guys located, and then they just reply, we're operating all over Australia.
I know this company.
Yeah.
It's funny. I just saw it this morning too.
This one. Yeah, it's like, okay. But they didn't actually tell us where are they operating from. Yeah.
The same story.
Same story. Yeah. Just different company.
Yeah, I think it's just the main issue with these companies is the lack of communication with the couples.
Yeah.
I treat my couples, I call them couples, not clientele,
Yep.
because for me, wedding is more personal, and I do want to meet them up in person if we can. A lot of them are busy with work, you know. So a lot of them, we do end up doing Zoom calls and stuff instead. But I think meeting them in person gives them a bit more security that it's an actual person, you know.
They just have to, just be, like asking where you guys located. That's easy as, like if we're in Perth, like if these guys operating from Joondalup or South Perth, even South Perth needs to be more specific because it's south of Perth is quite big too. Yeah, or if they're operating from Belmont or Thornley, Canning Vale, and all that stuff, they need to be specific. So these guys, the future client would know how long have you been doing this business for? Are you guys doing it full time, part time? All those kinds of stuff. I think it's really important.
And just getting to know your vendors, I think is a big thing. Doesn't matter if it's a photographer, celebrant, DJ,
whatever. Yeah,
florist. Get to know your vendors.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, most of the new upcoming photographers, they are actually desperate for work.
Oh yeah.
And then these guys or girls, who are new in the industry, they are most likely got contacted with these companies from the eastern states.
Yeah.
And then they are using these guys to do their work for them. It's common sense, like most of us who are in industry for long enough, like 5 years or 4 years, whatever, they know the industry quite well. And then most likely they don't want to get involved in those kind of things. Yeah. Unless we're really desperate. But but look, to be honest, if I have some free times, I don't actually want to work at all.
Yeah.
I just want to, do nothing and then just spend time with families and friends.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
And do you think that's risky for the couples?
Is it risky? If the guy is actually really good, I think it should be okay. But when you were first starting out, and if you compare yourself like now and yourself back in, 3-5 years ago, you back then you weren't aware of what's going on at a wedding.
Yeah.
Like I know I wasn't. It's like I would just be somewhere in the background, just checking the phone. It's like, oh crap, I missed that.
Yeah.
Those kind of stuff. Yeah, especially for the video. I know you have like a lot of those small things you need to set up. Audio, straight away where to put.
Yeah.
If someone asks me photography kind of situation, I wouldn't be able to answer that. It's I would be just quiet and just go with the flow and just wing it. It's as a professional, that's not really good. Yeah.
I think it's risky because these companies, they don't really set up a meeting with the photographer and the couples. Then you wouldn't know how the photographer works on the day itself.
Yeah.
Like what if you're awkward in front of the camera, which is most couples. Like they haven't been in front of the camera for that long,
Yeah.
And, you don't know how the photographer communicates as well. And not being able to see their work beforehand is kind of risky as well.
Yeah.
Like, sure, those companies should edit stuff for the couples, but
Yeah.
It's not all about editing. It's how photos and videos are taken on the day itself. How people, how we play with light and stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's an added factor. It's not just shooting and editing.
Yeah. Just remember something. When we work on the day, when we work as a team on the day, and we work so well because we've been working together for long, long times, many times, and we can pretty much like do our own ways, and my way, and I know your ways of doing the work, and then the client will see that 80 to 85% jobs is already done.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the percentage is just like how we edit the photo and video and present to the couples. I think when we present ourselves, when we work on the day, play a big role of as part of the service.
Yeah.
That's how I treasure us as a team. Like most of our team, even the other photographers, like I know them well, and I know how they work, and we just know straight away without actually telling them. It's like, oh, you need to do this, and oh, yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Like when the other photographer, he just messaged me the other week. It's like, oh, I haven't got time to do the nighttime photos. It's okay because I know you're running late. So yeah, like he knows straight away. It's like I like nighttime photos. He knows straight away. It's like, yeah. Same with the videographer as well. When we deliver the product, we keep in time of a time frame, like certain period of weeks, like like we all know and stuff like that. That's why I treasure this relationship, with everyone, including you and the other photographer, videographer. Yeah, that's how we operate. When I've got inquiry and say I'm not available, I will say to them straight away, I'm not available, but one of my photographer team is still available. So I will tell them straight away that one of the guys is still available. I actually triple check. If I feel like the client would want to go ahead, I double check again. And then before I actually send the invoice, contract, even after they actually sign the contract, putting deposit, I triple check with them.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, done deal. I will send you the link to the calendar. Just making sure everything is running smoothly.
Yeah.
I like to plan things to make sure everything run smoothly.
Yeah.
I try my best. Yeah, and then with this technology, I think it makes it a lot easier for us to plan things. Yeah, that's how I run my business.
Just going back to, the Eastern or like different state companies. I think just the biggest worry is not knowing who's going to be a photographer or videographer in that manner. Important for the couples to know, like who's going to be there on your day, like on your wedding day. It's your wedding day. Like, it's probably one of the most important days of your life. I would want to know who's going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. It's really important because in the past, like when I say one of the guys still available, she would write me back say, who's gonna be shooting at my wedding? It's like, oh, his name is this, and the videographer is this, and then she would ask me back, it's like, can I see his work? It's like, yeah, sure, it's on my website. It's there. You can have a look. That's
When you say that, did they actually check your website? Did they ask you again?
I'm most likely that I will actually direct them.
Okay.
It's like go to the meet the team sections.
Yeah.
You will see myself and a lot of the guys there, and just click on the the portfolio there.
Yeah.
I will actually need to direct them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like, where should I go? What's the name of your company? Yeah. I think with us human, we sometimes just need to be directed somehow. We just have to spoon feed them. There we go.
Yeah. And just to add to that, I think weddings nowadays are not cheap as well. It's your hard-earned money.
Yeah.
The couple's hard-earned money. So, if you want to spend that money, I'd rather spend it on someone that I know that would deliver.
Yeah.
not just deliver end products, like deliver on the day itself. I think even before the day itself, like, the planning bit, we help plan the wedding itself. Also on the day, directing them,
Yeah.
making them comfortable. And afterwards, getting in touch with them still, not ghosting them for like the whole 6 weeks that we're editing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your money that you're spending on the vendors should be worth, whatever you think your experience should be. Like that's what we trying to price our services for, like the experience itself, not just the photos that we take, the videos. Yeah,
that's right. Do you enjoy planning the timeline with the couple?
I actually don't mind it.
Yeah.
It makes it, because most of the time it's their first time planning.
They have no idea.
They have no idea. No one helps them. I've like my company being it as a as a video first company. How many times I've helped couples because their photographer hasn't helped them. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they're clueless.
But like, if I was the photographer, I would, sit down with them, work out, what time do we start? What time do we finish? What time is the best for photos?
Sometimes, when we planning things, we always get stuck to finalize things at the reception side of things. Because most of my couples, they actually don't know what time they would be coming in to the reception room. I would usually ask them, it's like, what time is your entrance to the reception? Oh, I don't know. Okay. That's not helping.
They don't know half the time.
They're asking me back, it's like, how long do you need for the photo shoot session? Well, you need to answer me with the what time is your entrance first, and then we go back.
Yeah.
That's a tricky part. And then sometimes they would ask me, how long would you say we need you guys for? It's like, I don't know. Let me ask you this first. What time is your ceremony? What time is your entrance to the reception? Yeah, sometimes can be a bit tricky. Sometimes they have this ceremony starts early on the day, like 1 p.m.
Yeah, and there's like
Big gap.
huge gap. Yeah.
In the middle. It's like, what are they gonna do?
And they ask us, can you split?
Yeah, you
I'm
split.
like,
It's like, oh no,
can I take jobs in between? Not really.
not really.
Can I go home? Not really.
Yeah.
If it's up in Joondalup, I'm not going home.
Yeah. But yeah, it is what it is. We just have to make a decision if we wanna, take the job, or we just say, sorry, can't do it.
Yeah. Going back to, I think,
To the topic.
spending money. I just had a bride recently, or potential bride, ask me why. I had a look at another company. I had a chat with them, and they offer the same services, same inclusions. Why do they charge half of yours? And yeah, so I asked them, may I know who the other company is?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, she said it, and I just had a big grin on my face, and I was like, and she was like, "Why are you smiling like that?" And I said to her, because I know they're not based in Perth,
Yeah.
and they do advertise as they are based in Perth, which is very, like I said to earlier, it's very misleading.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, I think your money should be spent wisely.
Yeah.
Reliability is why we're expensive. We're not really expensive, are we?
No, I think when someone say, "Oh, you're expensive, you're cheap," it's really subjective. It really depends on the couple. If they want to say, "Oh, Alvin, you're cheap," It's like, oh, thank you. Oh, you're expensive. Oh, thank you so much. It's really, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's good and bad. I would say. If you guys call us cheap, so yeah, that's good and bad. Bad meaning is like, oh, if someone says your work is cheap, it's like being said, you cannot do the work, you're newbies. If I set my price at certain rate, right, and then I've been getting a lot of jobs coming in, it's like, oh, getting like a lot of jobs, like a sign for me, oh, I think I have to raise my price a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit cheap. That's just me. But
But then again,
that's another story.
Yeah. You'll find other people that are cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper. Yeah. But to touch base on this little bit, if we raise the price, we'll be experiencing not getting jobs for the next couple of months, which is kind of scary for us.
Yeah.
Because we need money.
Yeah. I think we're sort of in the middle.
Yeah.
We're not expensive, we're not cheap. Because we are friends with quite a few people too in the industry. We know how much they charge.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't think we're expensive.
I think if let's say if we're dealing with expensive photographers, videographers, most likely their experience is the same as us. We're working with
Probably less.
with the same camera equipments, with the same experience. Maybe we have more experience because we've been working long enough. We know we've dealt with a lot of situations at weddings. I guess that's like a point for us. Like we can endure so many situations, and I think price sometimes it's just a price. Means nothing really. I'm saying this, I feel like I'm old, but it's just experience. It's experience is, I don't know, it's really valuable, and then
I don't think you can replace experience.
Yeah, that's the word.
So, so that's why our prices are what it is. You're paying for our experience to be, do you call it malleable on a day? Say, we can sort of work with whatever happens on the day, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be worried.
Exactly. Yeah. I actually, like on the wedding day, I actually watch my time. It's like, hey guys, it's time to do family photos. We have to leave. We have to leave now.
We're not very firm people, but we do remind them,
Yeah, gently.
Gently.
Yeah, gently.
Like, time.
Yeah, it's like, now! No, I'm not going to be doing that. Yeah.
Do you have any
advice
regarding this topic to couples?
Do your research. Yeah. A lot of research. Most likely you can go to Google and by typing their company names, and then most likely it's going to be showing up. If they're in Perth or Sydney or Melbourne, whatever, it would actually tell you all info there. Also,
search up the company name on Facebook groups.
Yes. Most likely, people are going to be talking about them.
A lot,
yeah.
It's always the same companies.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this.
Yeah. Even on Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Sometimes TikTok. Ask for a detailed contact with them. And make sure you get everything, email, phone number, just in case you need to ring them up. Yeah. And also support your local vendors.
100%.
100%, yeah.
If you ask your vendor if they can meet in person and they said you can't, just a red flag.
Yeah.
they say they can't meet in person, it means that they're not based where you're based.
Yeah. Sometimes if we get too busy, sometimes we don't have time to meet as well. But
but usually couples would be booking us like, more than a year in advance. Or
yeah. We can make
so
time.
I'm sure there's, in between that,
Yeah, make time to meet up.
Hmm.
Hopefully in the winter time when there's not
It's
hardly
a bit
any
quiet,
jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just making sure,
Spend your money wisely.
Spend your money wisely, correct. All right, guys, thank you for listening. See you next time.
See you. Bye.